after way too many hours of trying to fix my Discord voice. Just gonna have PNG not sync. Oh, is it semi-synced? No, it's gone now. Anyways, been messing around with Procreate stuff as well, not just Discord. I learned an edited drawing guide. That's so cool. Okay, let me close all my tabs, find my reference tab again. Bro, I just see my my PNG move randomly. Because it's semi-synced. Whatever. Anyways. This color is so pretty. I think the image I'm looking at has only one vanishing point. Kind of. Oh, this is cool though. It's like 3 point. You can have 2 point as well. Wow. You rotate it? Dude, this is sick. Now I no longer have to struggle when drawing perspective lines. Isometric? Oh, it's like this. Blue get captured? Well, no, it does not. I'm gonna change it to maybe a darker blue so I can see it. Wonder if there's a way to make it like a steeper perspective. Like rotate it. Maybe you can like kind of trick the rotation. It's something like this. Maybe it's not tricking the rotation, maybe it's actually a 2 point. Just thought it was 1 point. See how this goes. The reference does have a helpful border of sorts. All these lines is throwing me off. The image actually gets cut off here, like the vertical reference. I'm like wondering if this line should follow the perspective lines or not. Please, straighten you out myself. Put it back on. Oh, it remembers. Nice. Okay, anyways. This image is a lot taller than I thought. know where to start. This trusty old cube. Will I even draw a cube on these lines? Forgetting everything. Confusing because I have these reference lines and I have a reference image. I'm confused by this. The shoulder is up here. Maybe the shoulder's not up there, just the hair makes it look like it is. I figure out better ways to keep myself entertained doing prospective studies or other studies. Because I'm like half asleep. Not good because I need to concentrate, think. I don't even know if I'm actually following the lines. But maybe that's partially on me for drawing bad lines. What confuses me. What did I even do today? Like, I see the bottom of the shoe. Like, I'm just baffled how to draw the bottom of the shoe. Yeah, I had to figure out that shoe after a long time. How this semi looks. Watch me like turn off the drawing guide and just looks atrocious. Well, it looks like a leg and a foot doing great. I last left off with this story or something. Where's the line go? I should go rewatch. I remember I used to be such a huge Zhongli fan. I'm a Zhongli auntie, just kidding. I still think he's cool. He's like a grandpa. Grandpa can only be so cool. I'm trying to like think what he is. I think it's Hugh. This is kind of awkward, honestly. Model poses, I guess. No, I changed with that. I stare at the leg. How weirdo it looks. What a strange leg. I wonder if like it was also edited. Or it was like warped or something. UV getting stepped on. I really like these like Mary Jane, not Mary Jane, the old boots. I rarely wear them. I'm really kind of tall. I don't like slouching when I talk to my friends, so here we are. Can't wear heeled shoes. I mean, I could, sometimes I do. When it's cold and rainy, I want to put some distance between me and the ground. Wait, that heel looks so awkward. Wait, that like. Why do I have. There's like that voice that's like awkward. Where did that come from? What movie does that come from? Hmm. I feel every time I look at my drawings. It was all upward. Almost. Okay, I think this looks reasonable. She just has no arms. Who needs arms? I was talking to someone a few days ago about how it's so fascinating that AI has somehow picked up our ability to draw hands. I wonder if that's like a proof that hands are like difficult. Although not sure why that's the best metric, because there are things like machines find difficult that humans don't. Like language learning. At a young age at least. Of course when you're older it's a little harder. When you're young. I guess being social as well. Is that a thing? Social cues. I feel like social cues is something machines would find difficult. I'm really struggling with this shoe. Shoe. Okay. Say break it down into shapes. like a trapezoidish thing. It just looks bad. Problem is like there's like a top part and then it's the bottom. Having trouble drawing that. Why can I see it but I can't draw it? Story of my life. That's why people design AI art. They're like, I can see it but I can't draw it. Is how they attempted to solve that. I don't know why AI art makes me feel so uncomfortable. Settling. Uncanny Valley. The thing. Wonder if like Uncanny Valley would be like a machine's aesthetic. Like humans have our own aesthetic cultivatable use of art and stuff. Wonder if machines have an aesthetic as well. One of the hands you can barely see. The arm is just you. Drawing the face from this angle is another challenge. Just kind of leave a sketch like this, like pretend I did it. Wow, look. Oh, it's a little sad. I don't even know what they're singing about. Sad. I'll try with. What was I saying? I was not try with something graphic. Oh, my brain is gone. I'm not gonna even try to hum that. I thought they ruined the song. Looks terrifying. Like, I get the nose and it's like eyeball, and I'm like, Halo. But then I can't draw. Not gonna look at this neck. The questionable, yes. I'm gonna leave it, yes. I don't know why the song reminds me of something sad. I can picture like Chun-Li telling me something sad. I don't know how to draw like under the chin without like shading, like lines only. It looks terrifying. Almost a picture. Actually looks cool. I'm just unable to render the coolness. Totally not from the horror movie. This neck just looks so wrong. No neck. Sticking with this. You stole my energy. I think I'm done. Goodbye, world. Level you art. All my energy sketch. What should I call this? Enjoy this half-assed film. Oh, boy. Now, how to draw clouds? There's like a cloud brush out there. Clouds. Clouds. Knew it. For some reason, the clouds in the reference I'm looking at has like it's a like contrail or something. Okay, and gray. Oh, slightly bluish gray. Improve that. Watching someone else's process video today, they also zoomed in and out, like incessantly. I felt like I found a friend. Sometimes I feel bad about the fact I do that, but like, I don't know. I don't do that. I feel like I can't tell exactly how good something looks. Sometimes you zoom out and then you notice everything wrong. So like, I also saw a advice video thing. It was like, just zoom out so you don't focus on details too much, and focusing on details is something I have a bad habit of doing, so. Now I have the bad habit of zooming out too much. Everything's a bad habit. Let's just leave it at this. I don't know how to play this song on the Genshin Live. I don't even like Ganyu, but my Ganyu is fine. It's not my favorite. I love the song. Maybe I should get that stone texture. I think I saw like textures. Why am I messing around with this? I don't know. Heroes? Stone? Zombie skin X. Always want to draw a zombie skin. Concrete? That's some texture. It's interesting. Oh, I'm done with that. Had my fun. The eyes look so terrifying. Maybe it's because like they're barely any whites. The like eyeliner is really thick. Well, it looks like she has really thick eyeliner. Let's just call it a day here. Didn't even finish coloring. The original plan was to like also practice like rendering because I still like I spend a lot of time between the sketch. Like a lot of times I stop at like this stage. I'm just like, we're done here. I stopped there because I don't know what to do next. Like I know I need to color vaguely, but it's like it's not a strong conviction. A mighty conviction. Conviction of my convictions. Does that make sense? I don't know. Wow, my sense of rhythm. How do I change her eyes so they look really pretty and bright and shiny? Don't know. Oh, it's easy. What are you doing? I'm just struggling. As always. It's not the worst thing I've drawn. Doing good? That's good. I'm doing alright, as alright as I can be, trying to do perspective practice. Hates studying perspective. Okay, hate is a strong word. I strongly dislike studying perspectives. But yeah, perspective can get a mood down. Yeah. I've tried multiple ways of studying perspectives. And I don't think I've ever had a lot of fun doing any of them. But it must be done. It's a definite weak point. Yeah, at least this person still looks vaguely humanoid. Oh, I'll take it. Understand I like that you're pushing through though. Oh, thank you, thank you. The only good trait I have. I'll do things I suck at. But that's partially because I suck at everything. I need to do something. Yeah. Life of an artist. Truly. Trying to be more positive about myself. And that includes my attempts at art. Oh, thank you for the follow. I don't know, I think like that one effect. So when you're like just starting out and you don't know much, you like think more highly of yourself. But then you spend more effort and like I'm trying to look at how other people draw and then I'm like, God, please, why did I try to learn how to draw? I can never be this good. You understand that? Yeah. It's rough, but you know, knowing that everyone goes through it, the doubts and stuff, it's shared suffering is always nice. Great mentality. Oh, thank you. Very sweet of you. I hope it will carry me forward into great artisthood. Oh no, as I'm coloring, I realize that this leg is wrong. Too short. Oh god. I'll try to keep up the great mental. Just make the leg look longer. Maybe. You know what? We're gonna pretend it does. God, that's awful. Crying into the pillow. If you just keep drawing, you'll get better little by little and not even notice. I have I have noticed. But I do agree that I think I've improved more than I consciously notice, and I have to like go back, like look at my old drawings and be like, oh yeah, I have gotten better at this. That has been nice to see. Yeah, yeah. Day by day, you don't notice, but sometimes I like scroll accidentally a little too far on my Twitter. I'm like, oh god, What is this monstrosity I drew? Is this a personal piece? I guess you could call it that. So I'm just scrolling on Pinterest and finding anything that has some semblance of difficult looking perspective and drawing that. So just a study. I sometimes put like the image I'm studying on the screen, but the thing with Pinterest is I'm never sure where the image comes from. So I don't know if people are okay with me posting the exact reference. The study, yeah. Most of what I do on stream are studies. So yeah. Because studies are like the most difficult thing for me to get through. So streaming at least kind of motivates me a bit, you know, because sometimes people drop by, or like forcing myself to like talk as I go also helps me like continue. If I don't stream, I don't do studies. I have tried that. Nice, yeah. It's kind of like accountability, you know, like when you get your friends to go with you to the gym. But none of my friends draw, or my IRL friends at least. Honestly, I don't even draw, but I had to convince one of my IRL friends to get into art as well. So I was like, you know, we can draw together. And then she was like, nah, I'm too busy. I was like, okay. But just me. Yeah, I would think, like, I started drawing because of, it was like COVID and literally nothing to do, right? So I would have thought more of my friends would have started up well, but nope, just me. Or maybe some of them are just not telling me. Keeping secrets. I get that as well. Like, honestly, like, even though I've told my friends, sometimes I do feel a little embarrassed. Like, shy to share my work. That's interesting. I'm guessing that was a reference to me learning during COVID. I only really started, like, actually studying, like, last year. But before that, I would, like, I'm a semi ex K-pop fan. I would draw a lot of K-pop boys and girls. But, it wasn't, like, that good because I could only, like, copy, like, literally copy. I can maybe show some once I finish this sock. I was like, so I didn't really learn much from that, but I do think it helped in some way. So that's why I don't really say I've only studied for a year because that's kind of fake news. I probably studied for 1 year and I kind of wishy-washy pretended I learned how to draw for a few years before that. A year and a half, too. How long ago was COVID? Who knows? COVID, infinite long time ago. I guess COVID is still kind of a thing, but there was more of a thing. I think I chose the wrong white. Something else I need to get better at. I've improved a bit, but choosing my whites Always been a struggle. I know it's not true white, but it's like not quite the right shade though. Yeah, cover was like 3-4 years ago. Yeah, something like that. I know I didn't start learning to draw at the very start, but sometime after, because I was bored. And what do you do when you're bored? You draw, obviously. Thank you for the follow, Olive's Gardens. It's a funny name. Yeah. I think the hobby I picked up was actually language learning. My iPad was actually for note taking, but now it's like only for drawing, so here we are. But I used to draw a lot, yeah. Understandable. Used to give me peace of mind when I get down. I'm glad it was able to give you something to look forward to. Was stressed, yeah, I get that. My old job was very much not artistic. So like learning to draw was, and before that learning a new language was like just a different way to use my brain. Because despite spending all my life doing like technical scientific things, I actually am not a huge fan of using my brain like that. I don't know. I much prefer creative stuff, even though it makes me equally as tired, but I don't know. But what language? So, as a K-pop fan, I tried to learn Korean. As a weeb, I tried to learn Japanese. As a person with few friends, but also from China, I tried to learn Chinese. So basically, I only learned East Asian languages. I think I tried to learn Arabic as well. But literally I opened like an Arabic like reference sheet and I was like overwhelmed. So maybe I'll get back to that. Arabic is just because I think it's a cool language. I really don't know like anything about it. But I feel like a lot of other languages. So I'm from the States. So my experience, the United States, my experience with languages is mostly English, um, East Asian languages, Spanish, of course, you know, like those kinds of languages. And even like you would think, like since Arabic has so many speakers, like you would think I would have known someone, but surprisingly no. But maybe that's just like where I happen to live. That's amazing. Well, I didn't actually learn anything, so I don't know how amazing I am. I just think languages are cool. I was in university, I took a bunch of linguistics courses. So I definitely think I wish I knew more languages. I don't know why music paused. But I think everyone should like spend time to try and learn the language. Like even if you don't actually learn it, I think it's like nice because it makes you because to learn the language you need to learn the culture a bit. I think it's a good way to kind of learn about other people. See like how different the world is or how similar. But I know like a lot of people are really busy in their life, so like it's not like you have to learn the language. But I think if you have time, it's like a fun thing to do. Definitely not love seeing different cultures, yeah. I know. I'm one of those weird people. I like seeing how different other people are. But I wonder if part of it's also because when I was really young, we travel. I'd be forced to move a lot. My parents' jobs. Maybe I just wanted to continue that when I was older. And get my fill traveling. Oh yeah, I was gonna show my really cruddy attempts at drawing K-pop people. Brace your eyes. K-pop drawings. Okay, this is like when I literally first started learning. Admire the masterpiece. Oh, where have you been? So I mostly moved around the US. But I also was in Canada for a bit. And then, East Asia a bit. Hopping along those countries. And yeah, that's mostly it. I think a brief amount of time in one of those European countries. I don't know which. This is when I was like super young, so I honestly don't remember. This is like one of those things like my parents told me. We moved a lot and I was like, oh cool, we did. I vaguely remember not like staying in one place for long, but like, yeah. Other than me when he just like, oh thank you. I don't know if this is exactly when I first started. Pretty close to, yeah. This is when I was trying to figure out how to draw too. See, this is pretty bad. Nice to travel, wish you could have remembered. Yeah. If only my parents had waited till I was older. And my mom was saying, they traveled a lot partially because I was so young. So like I was like free for like a lot of things. But yeah. A lot of trying to figure things out. But I do think, even though it was bad, I do think I learned something. Opium. I learned something, I promise, I swear. See, this a year off, so I did improve. This is backgrounds. It looks amazing. Oh, thank you. But you'll see, like, it's, like, copies, basically. I can only draw exactly what the reference has. Love to study, so thank you. Yeah. So, see, I would, like, have the image and have my version next to it. But it was, like, super slow. Uh, but yeah. And then at one point, like, last year, I was like, you know what, I need to be able to draw like things from my mind as well, not like exactly from a reference. And that's when I started doing studies, and that's like all this later stuff, like hands. Artist and AI's worst enemy. And then more studies. Okay, where do I really start? Hands, figures. You can see that these are still kind of stiff. Lemon pockets. No, you must face your struggles. Uh, I still can't draw hands though. See, look at these hands. Look at them hands. Look at that shading. Okay, cries in pain. And yeah, and then after some point, I started doing like actual focus studies. So like this clothes study, I think, helped me a lot with learning how to draw clothing. I told myself to not use blending brush, and when you don't have a blending brush, you better learn how to shade things. Like faces. You can see I actually figured out like the structure of the sketch lines underneath. Some clothing studies too. Yeah, I think drawing clothing is like really fun. Of course, a lot of times I like fumble a bit, but clothes are some of my favorite things to draw. Yeah, and a lot of these, like this one, the color's a bit wonky. But you can, but it is better still. Nice, so yeah. Like you can, I can tell there's improvement. But this one is like an attempt to figure out how to draw hair. I still think hair is like hard. Moving at amazing pace though. I think that's too high praise for me, but thank you. I don't think I'm moving at an amazing pace, but I think I'm improving. I don't always improve, but overall I'm improving. Yeah. It's been fun. I don't know. I think I also am weird in that I like figuring out things I'm like bad at. Like for me it's like finding a problem to fix and not like, so it's not like a bad thing. So I think that also helps. It's basically progress. You're amazing. Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Thank you so much. You you love this, yeah. I like this was fun too because I was struggling with like translucent surfaces. Um, so I decided to just find a bunch of translucent images, try to figure them out. But I do that a lot. Like sometimes I'm like drawing fan art and I realize I can't draw something, and then I'm like, I need to do a study on that. That's what I do a study on. So if you ever like in need of doing finding something to do, that's how I figure out things to do. I just think about things I struggle with. I have like a little list. Perspective's at the top of that list, so here we are. But yeah, that's how I improve. I know it's everyone learns differently. I think that's been my biggest realization in the art process. Like I used to watch even like before, way before I would watch like art process videos just for fun. I think my big mistake from way back when was, you know, trying to copy everything I saw, but I guess that's like a thing all artists, like beginner artists, fall into, like trying to exactly imitate what other people do. Like I'd be like, oh, what brush are they using? Like, how did they make that line look like that and stuff like that. Spent too much time on that and not enough time on actually like learning the actual stuff you need to learn. I think I spent a long time being stuck on the fact that I couldn't draw line art properly. I still can't, but I still am improving, so obviously like not blocking me. But I was stuck on the fact I had to do line art because, well, online a lot of people do like anime style art, and that style of art just uses a lot of like really clean line art. But I just don't, my brain just doesn't click like that. So when I finally found I think I found the channel, the Japanese channel, and he was like explaining how to do things. And then his method was, instead of line art, it was like sketch, color, then line, instead of, you know, sketch, line, then color. I was like, huh. So I tried that, and that works a lot better for me. That's what I do nowadays. But you know, I'm always like trying different things. I might change it in the future. Some styles use messy line art. Yeah, yeah, that as well. Exactly. Like everyone's like different and does different things, and it changes if you have different stylization. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah. I've realized that I think better in shapes. So like trying to do line art first, like right after sketching, doesn't work for me. Or at least it's like really slow and I end up like scrapping it anyways. So currently what works best for me is like a kind of in between. So like I do sketch, base colors, and then like clean up the sketch and then more colors, and then I just like alternate between the two. But who knows? I change my mind on how I do things all the time, so maybe in a few months from now I'm gonna be like, I was a fool. I don't do that anymore. Yeah, I mean, I guess the point is just like there's no like right or wrong way to do things. I think like online they always have stuff that's like draw eyes like this or like do things like that, and then like when I don't am unable to imitate it, it's like I feel bad, but like I shouldn't feel bad. I just don't get it like that, and that's fine. Yeah. One habit I do want to pick up is a lot of times I see those tips and I just save it. I don't actually like try it. I should like try all of them. I have like a bunch of random art tips saved. I've never tried. I'm feeling lazy. I kind of don't want to like do the clean line part of this. All same, yeah. And art hacks you could be using right now, and I never use them. Oh god, that's an ugly color. Ooh. You take a day and just go over some art tips? Yeah. Same. Something I also want to do is I want to like properly study other artists. A lot of times I just like see an art piece and I'm like, oh, this looks so cool. I just like, like, and then go on about my day. But like, I should like stop and think like, why do I like this so much? Like, what did they do well? That's something else I want to do more of. But that's like a like thought process sort of thing. So it'll take a while for me to get into that mindset. But it's all fun, you know. I'm just doing art for fun. Why I have so much energy to do it. My eyes look slightly bruised if I do it like this. Hmm. The time I remove my sketch, I'm reminded why I need to do line art. I see. Maybe I just leave her like this. With the bright red line art sketch lines. Debating if I should clean it up. I should clean it up. I think I'll call it a day. I'm like staring at this. I'm like, do I have it in me to finish this? And also, I think it's no. Except I know this is gap. Still the gap. Anyways. Probably it for me today. can only try to study perspective for so long. At least I'm done with the initial stages. I feel like this knee needs to move. This is why every time I'm like, oh, I'm about done. Time to wrap up. I'm like, all these problems I see, everything's wrong. Why am I wrapping up? Well, I'm just like really bothered by this leg. I think it like looks too short. And it's annoying me. Artist die. It's an artist die. It's that I feel like I've seen so many versions of this meme, but it's like when you like post something and then the instant you post it, you're like, oh no, the eye is in the wrong place. It's just pain. That's why nowadays I just yeet it out and then close my eyes. If it sucks, it sucks. It's fine. Must be the artist version of like when the game gets released and it's like super buggy. And we're all like, how did you not find this bug? That's like artist version of seeing what's wrong with the art after they post it. Wait, did I say the artist version? It's the game dev version. The artist struggle. I feel like that knee is not right. Cry. That's a bit better. Well, maybe next stream I will demonstrate my struggles with blinding. Cleaning up sketches. Oh, this shoe looks wrong. God damn it. I just need to close my eyes. There's nothing wrong, embossing say. Anyways, that is all. And you stop looking at this. The more I look at, oh god, now I feel like the knee needs to move down. I wanna be here all day. Sometimes I like watch time lapses of like what I did, and it's like I alternate between like two things basically. So I will be unsurprised if I watch a time lapse and it's like I just moved this back to where it was before. I think this shoe is what's wrong now. I'm gonna match. It's a shoe. Okay, we're just closing this tab. I'm gonna just close stream. Nothing wrong. If there's anything wrong, there's nothing wrong. Just deny. Anyways, it's so here. Thank you for dropping by. Easy, and I think. Well, if anyone else is there, thank you for dropping by. And next time I'll try to finish this. At least clean up the sketch, but we'll see. Who knows, maybe I'll find something else I really want to do and get distracted and do that instead of finishing this study, but That's all for me. Thank you again, and see you whenever. Bye bye.